Welcome to Cartoons and Stories '01, where exciting adventures and fun cartoons come to life. Get ready for a world of imagination.
This is Juniper Jones. And this attic isn't just an attic. It's her grandfather's library and her favorite place in the world. Juniper didn't read fairy tales about princesses. She read true stories about lost tombs and ancient mysteries. And this is her brother, Leo. He liked building things more than reading about them. Their grandfather, Professor Alistair, had been an explorer. He said the world was the biggest library of all. One rainy afternoon, Juniper found a book she had never seen before. It was heavy, and it smelled of adventure and forgotten places. And inside, she found the story of a lifetime. The legend of the lost city of Ethel. A city of gold hidden deep in the jungle that no one had seen for 1,000 years. Even Leo was impressed. A city made of real gold. But it's just a legend, said their grandfather. The first clue was never found. But Juniper didn't believe it was just a legend. She believed the adventure was just waiting to be started. Juniper couldn't stop thinking about the key that sings in the sun. She had seen this old music box 100 times, but today she saw it with new eyes. The carving on the lid. It was the key. Her heart did a little flip-flop of excitement. It was a perfect match, but the box was locked. How could they open it? The key that sings in the sun, Juniper whispered. She carried the box into a bright patch of sunlight. The sunlight revealed a secret. A tiny, hidden keyhole. Leo, who noticed everything, spotted the key right away. It wasn't just a decoration. It was the key itself. Click. The old box sprang open. Inside wasn't treasure. It was something much more important. A map. It was the first piece of the puzzle. The real adventure was about to begin. Professor Alistair couldn't believe his eyes. The whispering jungle, he breathed. It's real. He gave Juniper his lucky backpack and his special compass. Look after each other, he told them, and be brave. And so their journey began. The jungle was bigger and wilder than anything they had ever imagined. Their adventure started at a little outpost where they met their guide. His name was Kiko, and he knew the jungle better than anyone. Kiko decided that these explorers were friendly. He would help them. With their map, their compass, and their new friend, they stepped into the unknown. The whispering jungle was alive with sounds. Leo thought the whispers were a little spooky. They came to a fork in the road. Which way should they go? Juniper remembered a line from the old book. Let nature be your guide. Leo, with his sharp eyes, saw it first. A trail of beautiful, blue butterflies. They followed the butterflies, who seemed to be showing them the way. The path ended at a giant, grumpy-looking tree. It was blocking their way. There was a riddle carved into the bark. Juniper thought and thought. A book, she shouted. She held up her grandfather's book. With a creak and a groan, the ancient tree opened its mouth and let them pass. They had made it to the river of riddles. But how would they cross? The stepping stones were too far apart. Each stone had a picture carved on it. It was another puzzle. Kiko found another riddle on the shore. The sun, said Juniper. Leo thought hard. The moon. They shouted together. They had found the pattern. A new stone appeared. They worked together, solving riddle after riddle and building their path across the river. Their journey led them next into the crystal caves. The cave wasn't dark at all. It was filled with 1,000,000 sparkling crystals. But which way was the right way? The compass was no help here. Its needle was spinning in circles. Leo noticed something magical. The crystals could bend the light. Juniper had an idea. Maybe the light was the key. They followed the light. The crystals were showing them the way forward, but the path was blocked by a giant, sleeping stone guardian. The guardian awoke. Its voice was deep and old, like the earth itself. Juniper was scared, but she stood tall and answered bravely. The guardian had one final test, a final riddle to prove they were worthy. Juniper thought of all the treasure she had read about, but this was different. And then she knew. Knowledge, she said. She was right. The guardian moved aside and revealed the entrance to the lost city. They had made it. The lost city of Ethel was more beautiful than any picture. It wasn't a city of gold. It was a city of light. And in the center was the heart of the city. The treasure wasn't gold at all. It was knowledge, the stories and wisdom of 1,000 years, saved for all to share. Juniper Jones had found the lost city, and she discovered the greatest treasure of all, that the real adventure isn't about what you find at the end, but about all the wonderful things you learn along the way. The end.